Hi everyone, this is Boogess Reviews, and today I'm going to be doing a review on the Marvel Legends Iron Spider-Man figure. So before we take a look at Spider-Man, let's take a look at the only accessory that he comes with, the left leg of Thanos. So let's go ahead and attach that to the pieces that we already have here. There. So now you can kind of see how tall Thanos is going to be. He's actually a pretty tall Build-A-Figure as compared to Spider-Man here. That's how tall they are together. So, he doesn't have any other accessories, so I guess we'll hop straight on into this review. So for the head sculpt, I think this is just, let's see here. Yeah, it's just a reuse. Well, no, it's not. The eyes are different of the previous Spider-Man figure. It's got the same texturing and everything. There's texturing right there, and there's texturing on this one. Although the texturing in between the web patterns is a bit more subtle. The texturing on this is a bit raised. But mine's head turns really, really loosely. Like, this one turns pretty, you know, it has a little bit of resistance to it. This just turns very freely. So his suit looks really nice. But I think that it could have been more glossy, because I printed out a picture here because I'm going to try and customize some legs for Spider-Man. My printer's a little low on ink there, so it may be a little light. But he should be way glossier, because, you know, it is his iron suit. This is the Hot Toys version, and Spider-Man does not come with his mechanical legs right here, or any alternate hands or heads. So as you can see, he should have just a little bit of blue right there on his eyes. Like a little bit of glow right there. But he doesn't have that. I think pretty much everything is the same on this figure, except for the web shooters. That's one thing I noticed. The web shooters are supposed to be all gold right here. And he doesn't really have any. Just right here, and it's really, really tiny. So this one isn't too inaccurate because, like I said, Hasbro tends to make figures before they actually are shown in the movies, you know, the final version. So this one feels kind of the least rushed of the movie figures, because even Proxima, now that we've gotten a better look at Proxima in the Infinity War trailers, she's a little bit inaccurate too. She's got a few inaccuracies on the figure. But I really hate the whip hands. Like, I really, really hate them. I wish Hasbro would have included, like, some open hands. I prefer to keep my Spider-Man with either fists or open hands. I just hate these whip hands, because you really can't have him in any other pose but that. And I hate that. And as you can see, his wrist there moves very freely. And like I said, it has a lot of texturing to it. And the head is the same, it's just the texturing is raised a little more. It's not as subtle as on the previous figure. And there's the feet. I actually thought they were just a straight up reuse from the previous Spider-Man figure, but they are not. This previous Spider-Man figure was not great at all. You can see all the gray, the extra gray and everything, and this figure was terrible. And I'm not saying this one is bad. It's just it could have been way better, because he didn't come with any accessories at all. You know, so that's really about it for this figure. This is going to be a really quick review, because there's not much to go over on the figure. I mean, you know, he's got a nice costume. It's textured and all, but that's it. And you can switch the hands out, which I will show in just a second after I go over the articulation here. So for his articulation, he's got a ball-jointed head that can look back that far. Can't quite look back all the way. He can look all the way down. He can move his head side to side very freely. He's got ball-jointed shoulders that do make that, hold on here, clicking noise, which I don't like. It sounds like they're going to break. He's got butterfly joints that really don't do much. Just kind of moves back and forth like that, you know. Nothing like I would expect from that butterfly joint right there. He's got a swivel at the bicep. Double jointed elbow that's still a little stiff. He's got swivel at the wrist that can move side to side and up and down. He's got an ab crunch that can move back all the way and crunch down all the way. He's got swivel at the waist, ball jointed hips that can do a split. All that. There. That popped off. So I guess if you try to force them out, they will pop off, but they pop right back on. He can kick forward all the way. He can't really kick back at all. Swivel at the thigh, double jointed knee, swivel at the ankle, and an ankle rocker. So honestly, the articulation is kind of what you'd expect. I really wish that his wrists and head weren't as loose as they are. But let's see here. Before I did this review, I actually had these hands on him, on Spider-Man. I actually customized this Homecoming Spider-Man to have these wings from the first appearance of Spider-Man. I actually gave these to him. But even though they have that gray on them, you can still switch them there. Well, let me get a hold of it here. There. So it does fit in there. Might not look correct, but I like these better than the whip hands. And you can switch these to the previous Spider-Man figure. The peg is a bit longer, so it sticks out just a little bit. So that's why I did, because I don't like the flip hands with Spider-Man. And if you wanted to, you can switch... Oops, drop that. The Peter Parker head from the all the Homecoming 2-pack. Let's see here. Fit on there? No, it will not. I figured it would fit on Spider-Man, but nope. It'll just kind of sit like that, but that isn't that isn't accurate. That looks terrible. So yeah, I guess you can't even put the Tom Holland head sculpt on this Spider-Man. So now let's do some size comparisons, if he'll stand up. There. So here he is next to the previous Spider-Man. And this previous Spider-Man is a tad bit taller than the new Infinity War Spider-Man. That's one thing that Hasbro really needs to get under control, is their size inconsistencies, you know? Here he is next to Doctor Strange. I'm going to have to hold up. And, I think the only other person that he's had interactions with in the trailer so far, Iron Man. From the same way. And he's not wanting to stand up either. But, yeah. So, there is my review of the Marvel Legends Iron Spider-Man from Infinity War. So, overall, I think the figure is a little disappointing for me. I mean, it could have been a lot better. He doesn't have any accessories, which, that's something you need with a Spider-Man figure. You know, you're going to want to change his hands, and even give him an alternate head, since the Tom Holland head sculpt from the previous Spider-Man 2-pack figure, since it won't work. So, you know, yeah, I do think that this could have been a lot better. I might actually go through and put some gloss on it and make it a little bit glossier. That way it resembles the movie a little more. So that's my review of the Marvel Legends Iron Spider-Man figure. So if you like this review, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.